All right, here we go. So I got Adventure Prank Kids, and this is probably the most optimal way to play Prank Kids. This is the best like board state that you can end with Prank Kids, unless you also have like adventure cards. You can have probably a better board state if you have adventure cards as well. Um, to basically set up the adventure engine, and then you can have your battle butler, your rip roaring roaster, and then also the cards that we're going to have on the field. But since I didn't have any adventure cards, we're going to basically show you how using Thunder Dragon Fusion plus two Prank Kids cards, two Prank Kids monsters can basically set you up like this godlike board that can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. So here we go. So start off with terraforming. Terraform is going to give me place. Place is going to allow me to get one more Prank Kids card. And then I'm just going to link this off into Meow Meow Moo. This is going to allow me to send pranks to the graveyard. And then I'm going to link into Doodle Doodle Doo. Then right here, just going to grab Pandemonium. Pandemonium, the two monsters, one from my hand and one from the field, not the Doodle Doodle Doo. That way I can get the effects of both. That is going to allow me to summon out two monsters. And then I'm just going to banish my Nibiru because I don't need it. And I ended up drawing into my Nemesis Corridor, but ignore the fact that Nemesis Corridor is in my hand because you're going to be able to search Nemesis Corridor on the next turn, and I'll show you guys how. Um, so right here is where my board state changes. So once I get these three monsters out, usually these two right here, once I get these out, I would normally tribute off Doodle Doodle Doo using its effect to basically add one Prank Kids card back to my hand and then also Pandemonium. But instead, what we're going to do right here, we're still going to do that. But instead, what we're going to do is just use Thunder Dragon Fusion to make Battle Butler here. We're still going to be able to make it indestructible by card effects, but we're also going to make it indestructible by battle effects as well. So I'll show you guys exactly how we're doing that. So we make Battle Butler right here, tribute off Doodle Doodle Doo. Now, me, as godlike as this board is, it could actually be a lot better. I could have made this board a lot better. So instead of actually getting the two, like one monster and one Pandemonium, what I should have actually done right here is I should have actually gotten Pranks and Pandemonium set. I should have activated Pranks and then set Pandemonium, so then that way I can shuffle three cards back into my deck, and then I can also have Pandemonium on the field, and then when I tribute off Bow Wow Bark, then that would allow me to basically still just draw two monsters and then fusion summon those two from my hand. So just keep in mind of that. So right here, instead of getting pranks, I would just literally get the two monsters, Fansies and Lapsies, out of my graveyard, and then just Pandemonium. That would allow me to get Weather Washer. And these cards can't be destroyed by card effects because I tributed off Bow Wow Bark on his turn. Weather Washer makes it where they can't be destroyed by battle. So there we go. So he tries to maxi, I'm going to Ash. And because I just want to go ahead and activate the effect, I activate it. And then I start summoning out my Prank Kids. And I send the trap to the graveyard plan. So then that way, if he tries to attack and do any damage, basically he'll lose attack. So if he tries to buff up his monsters, and then I find out he's playing Floowandereeze. So I just go ahead and tribute off Rip Roaring Roaster. I really don't care. I just wanted to get that field spell off, but it turns out he had another one, which is completely fine by me. And then he goes into his his Floowandereeze plays. So I go ahead and tribute off Meow Meow Moo. I honestly don't care. I have Nemesis Corridor in my hand. And even if I didn't have Nemesis Corridor in my hand, because I made this board state using Thunder Dragon Fusion, I can basically draw a Nemesis Corridor. So I'll show you how that's done. So he doesn't have any more plays. He's stuck on his board state. Now, the best part about the way this board was created is my prank kids are already on the field. So I can go ahead and make um, totally awesome right here because he couldn't actually like attack into these and destroy them. Even if he attacked the monsters that are on the field, he wouldn't have been able to destroy them, which is why he didn't even bother to attack with either of these once he summoned them out because he probably already knew he wasn't going to be able to destroy them. So he does read a little bit. So Thunder Dragon Fusion right here, draw into Nemesis Corridor. Like I said, I already had it, but this will allow me, and I'm going to play around the map since he didn't get a chance to draw the trap. And basically, so now I totally awesome, and then I use the effect of Nemesis Corridor to bounce Meow Meow Move back into my extra deck, and then I bring out Thunder Dragon Colossus. So now I have a Omni Negate in Totally Awesome, and then also he can't add any cards to his hand, so he's not going to be able to search anything with Eglin or Robina, or he's not going to actually be able to search for his trap card using um, Impin. So yeah, and then I'm just going to make cards. Well, didn't get a chance to. Once I would have attacked his monsters, once he went to summon, he wasn't going to be able to activate the effects to search for anything because of the effect of Thunder Dragon Colossus. So he just pretty much left. You know, there was no way he was really beating this deck. So GG's, buddy. You played the most godlike board state that Prank Kids can play without using anything but the Prank Kids engine. So yeah, GG.